What's going on? This is Gilbert P contributing to thecellularguru.com, and today we're going to be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S Fascinate 4G. Man, that's a long name. I think they just call it the Fascinate 4G, but it's another phone in the Galaxy S line of phones right here. This is the new hotness. I mean, from Samsung. Actually, no, the new hotness is actually the Samsung Galaxy S2. This is just a refresh of the Samsung Fascinate, which is already on TELUS 2. What does this bring to the game? Why would they even bring out a refresh of the Fascinate? The Samsung, what they wanted to do is bring out a phone that has a few more features that were missing on the Fascinate. So at the front of the phone, you have your menu buttons, right? You have menu, home, back, and search. In here you have your earpiece, and there's actually a front-facing camera on the phone this time around, and of course your proximity sensors. At the top of the phone you have your USB port, which is actually covered, right? You can open it and close it, so you can actually protect that port. Make sure no dust gets into it, anything like that. And there you have your 3.5mm jack. Also, standard. At the bottom of the phone, you have your microphone, and the little hole here that you use, to pry the back off of the phone if you want to change the battery, the SIM card, or the micro SD, which are in there. By the way, the phone comes with a 16MB micro SD, which is awesome. And the back of the phone, I do like this finish. It's not the same plasticky. The same plastic with like insane fingerprint magnets that you see on some of the Galaxy S phones. This one is very nice, has sort of a brushed metal look to it, and I think it's very nice. You can see it reflects light pretty well, and I think it has a really nice effect. And of course you have your camera right here, 5MP camera, and right here is your speaker. Let's turn this baby on. And what you have here is the lock screen. On the Galaxy S phones, you have to swipe the whole screen off of the lock screen. It's kind of a different thing, so taking it, to take off from what everyone else is doing. And here we have the TouchWiz interface. It's very simple, not too intrusive. Samsung included some widgets, right? So what you have here is a clock widget. And at the bottom you can see a little bit of a calendar there, so you can see what's going on, what you got planned for today. The diary widget right here, which is actually decent. I mean, what you do is let's say you go out and you can take a picture of the highlight of your day, and then you could write a little diary about that, and it's right there, and then you can cycle through them. This widget right here is a great way to manage your applications, right? Like running applications, so it lets you know how many apps are running in the background. You can tap on it and you can see exactly what's running. Okay, well, you know what? I don't need to be using the Google search application right now, so I can just end it. Right, and there we go, now it's gone. I have some RAM back that I can use, which will help with the performance of my phone, and you can see there's 0 apps running now, so that's pretty cool. But it's very standard. It's almost exactly the same as all the other Galaxy S phones. And here we have feeds and updates widget, which combines Facebook and Twitter. So in the same screen you're seeing what your friends' feeds are, and you're seeing also the feeds that you're following on Twitter. So pretty decent, I guess. And also you can post to both your Twitter and your Facebook account at the exact same time. So the big thing about the Fascinate 4G is the 4G, right? I mean, that's pretty bold, right? So TELUS, built out their network just recently, and they worked with Bell to do that. And they're the first ones to come out and say, yo, we have a 4G phone. So if you want to see, what that's about, I'm probably not going to be able to show you that on video, but I've tested it out. So I've gone out with this phone, and I've tested to see how fast the download speeds are. So you can see the problem is that from where I'm filming from, I only have 4 bars. I don't have full bars on the phone, and the speed tests in my house as a result are inconclusive. But I've done speed tests on the road, but my camera was not present. But let me tell you this, when it comes to browsing the internet, I've compared this to my other phone, which is actually on the Rogers network. The Fascinate 4G definitely browses websites faster than phones that are not 4G. That said, the difference isn't night and day. I've run download speed tests, and those are very much the same. So when you do download speed tests, it's actually, the results are very similar to what you see on other phones that are not 4G. However, I have seen and tested that this phone, when it comes to visiting websites, is much, much faster than other phones, like I said, on the Rogers network, on Bell. If you want my personal opinion though, this shouldn't have any impact whatsoever on your decision to buy a phone. I still think that, you know, the difference is not that huge. Like, wow, so you save 5 seconds. I mean, okay, great. All right, that's 5 seconds now that you can do more to maybe scratch your head or something like that. I don't know, but maybe it adds up in an entire day. So maybe through a whole day, you might have earned like 3 minutes, and you know, that's an extra 3 minutes that you can be doing something else. You know, and you enjoy your food a little bit longer for another 3 minutes, stuff like that. But that's basically it. I mean, this is my overview of the Fascinate 4G. Very much like all the other Galaxy S phones. Main thing though is that, yeah, it does browse the internet a little bit faster. You will download apps a little bit faster, but the difference is not night and day. It's just a little bit. If you happen to go somewhere where maybe no one is on Telus or Bell, then maybe you'll see huge differences, because this phone can go up to 21 megabytes per second in download speeds, whereas most phones go up to 14. So that's basically it for me. So this is Gilbert P for the cellularguru.com, and what I want you to do is go up to the cellularguru.com, you know, and you're gonna find the very best news and reviews about the mobile scene in Canada, but also know what's going on globally, right? I mean, they don't just look at what's happening here. All right, so check you guys later. This is a Fascinate 4G. Like I said, a good phone. I mean, if you're looking for a Galaxy S phone, probably, you know, this is a good one to go for, because it does download a little bit faster. But Samsung already has come out with the Galaxy S2 in other countries, and it's probably gonna come out here sooner than later. All right, so check you guys later. Peace.